Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Gabriela Indah Brigita. My major is Business Education, Faculty of Economy, State University of Jakarta. On this occasion, please allow me to present about my research proposal. The title of my research proposal is The Effect of Self-Control, Parental Socialization, and Financial Literacy on the Saving Behavior of Vocational High School Students. Let's begin to the presentation. Chapter 1, Background. Research problem. In the current era of globalization, the times have brought about many very fast changes, especially in the financial sector, both in terms of investment, banking, and individual financial behavior in managing money. The size of the income that a person receives often affects the way a person manages his finance. Therefore, good financial behavior needs to be possessed by everyone in order to create good and orderly financial management habit in supporting their life. One tangible form of good financial behavior is the existence of saving behavior from an early age which is applied in the community. However, saving behavior in young people is still difficult to do. This is supported by a Commonwealth Bank survey published on the JawaPost.com news channel. The survey states that there are as many as 53% of young Indonesians who think that saving is easy to do. However, in practice, saving is still difficult to do. This research on the financial behavior of young people in Indonesia found that the majority of respondents thought that they were very consumptive and had difficulty saving, and did not have good saving habits, so that they became wasteful. From Salbia 2021. In addition to consumptive behavior, the low level of public financial literacy also affects saving behavior. This is supported by a national survey conducted by OJK every 3 years starting from 2013, 2016, and most recently 2019 to determine the level of financial literacy of the Indonesian people. This national survey provides an overview of the financial literacy condition of the Indonesian people. Financial literacy is knowledge, skill, and belief that influence individual attitudes and behavior in an effort to improve the quality of decision-making and financial management in order to achieve prosperity. Based on the data from the National Financial Literacy and Inclusion Survey, SNLICA, the Financial Literacy Index of the Indonesian people in 2019 showed a figure of 38.03%, still less than 50%, which means that out of every 100 people, there are only about 38 people who have good financial literacy. Although this research shows an increase from the previous survey, namely 21.8% in 2013 and 29.7% in 2016. This data shows that there are still many Indonesians who do not have good financial literacy because they have not reached 50%. When referring to the 2019 Financial Literacy Index data above, it can be concluded that out of every 100 residents, there are around 62 people who do not have the right knowledge, belief, skills, attitudes, and behavior about financial service institutions and products and service formal financial that affects saving behavior. Then in the second graphic, image show that the level of financial literacy is classified based on the level of work. The percentage of financial literacy is calculated by comparing the number of respondents who have financial literacy with the total number of respondents for each type of work. From the graphic, it can be seen that the percentage of student financial literacy is still low at 31.69%. Next, based on the graphic, the percentage of financial literacy based on age classification in the 2019 National Financial Literacy and Inclusion Survey, SNLICA, shows the same pattern as the 2016 SNLICA, where the 15 until 17 years old group has the lowest percentage of financial literacy compared to other age group, namely 5.20% in 2016 and 15.92% in 2019, when the age group is teenager who occupy education at the senior high school or vocational high school level. For this reason, effort to increase literacy in this age group need to be further improved in order to create prosperity in financial management, which can be started by directing saving behavior from an early age. In addition to financial literacy, saving behavior is also influenced by self-control, parental socialization, and financial attitudes. Based on the explanation of research problems that have been explained about the low level of financial literacy and the factor of the influence saving behavior, and the lack of research of financial attitude as an intervening variable from financial literacy on saving behavior, researchers are interested in conducting further research with the aim of knowing the effect of self-control, parental socialization, and financial literacy through financial attitude towards saving behavior in vocational high school students. Next, research purpose. The objectives to be achieved in this research are: first, to analyze the effect of self-control on saving behavior in vocational students. Second, to analyze the effect of parental socialization on saving behavior in vocational students. Third, to analyze the effect of financial literacy on saving behavior in vocational students. Fourth, to analyze the effect of financial literacy on financial attitude in vocational students. Last, fifth, to analyze the effect of financial attitude on saving behavior in vocational students. Next, chapter 2, literature review. Supporting theory. Theory of planned behavior. The theory of planned behavior, or TPB, was coined by Ashton 1991, which states that if someone carries out some behavior or causes a behavior, it is because the person has a goal to carry it out. In other words, each individual performs a behavior due to a certain intention or purpose. From Budiono, 2020. There are three concepts contained in TPB, namely attitudes towards the behavior, subject norms, and perceived behavior control. Saving behavior. According to Kenny 2020, saving behavior can be interpreted as a process of placing a number of excess funds owned by individuals with the aim of fulfill future needs, financial planning, and security in terms of saving fund for emergencies. Then financial attitude, according to Humaira and Sagoro, 2018, financial attitudes are thoughts, opinion, and judgment on finance that are owned by a person and the use of financial principles in order to maintain value to create the right decision-making on financial management so that a person believe can have an impact of evaluate their action in using or not using the money they have. Next, self-control. According to Rahma 2019, self-control is an individual skill in restraining oneself from the encouragement of the surrounding environment and the conflict between desires and fulfillment of needs. And then parental socialization. According to Katun 2018, parents can be said to be the first teachers for their children. Children will follow the habits or behavior of their parents in teaching and disseminating knowledge about finance so that it can have a very large impact on the emergence of children's saving behavior. And last, financial literacy. According to Sanjiwa and Hongbing, 2019, financial literacy can be referred to as process in improving one's knowledge and skill in finance. This ability will be an individual strength in managing finance and increasing awareness in money management. Next, Theory review. First hypothesis is self-control affects saving behavior. Sourced by Alom et al. 2018, Omar et al. 2018, Ningsi et al. 2018, Rahmat 2019, Kalima et al. 2019, and Widiantara and Suryadi 2019. Second hypothesis is parental socialization affects saving behavior. Sourced by Omar et al. 2018, Homan 2016, Sharom et al. 2017, Salim et al. 2019, Katun 2018, and Arifin et al. 2017. Third hypothesis is financial literacy affects saving behavior. Sourced by Empata et al. 2019, Awais et al. 2016, Salim et al. 2019, Karunati et al. 2017, and Naradin et al. 2018. Fourth hypothesis is financial literacy affect financial attitude. Sourced by Widiati et al. 2018, Amelia T. and Setiani 2018, Andansari 2018, Jamal et al. 2016, Potrich et al. 2016. And the last, fifth hypothesis is financial attitude affect saving behavior. There are financial attitudes that influence and do not affect saving behavior. Sourced by Young et al. 2018, Mardiana and Rohmawati 2020, Ismail et al. 2020, Jamal et al. 2016, and Adian, Dani, and Haryono 2019. This is the theoretical framework. And the hypothesis is, first hypothesis, self-control has a positive effect on saving behavior in vocational students. Second hypothesis is parental socialization has a positive effect on saving behavior in vocational students. Third hypothesis is financial literacy has a positive effect on saving behavior in vocational students. Fourth hypothesis is financial literacy has a positive effect on financial attitude in vocational students. And the last, fifth hypothesis is financial attitude have a positive effect on saving behavior in vocational students. Chapter 3, Research Method. Research time. This research was conducted for 3 months. The time of the research is from April 2022 to June 2022. This time was chosen because it is considered an effective time for researchers to conduct research because the lecture schedule is not crowded, so that researchers can focus on doing research well. And then research place, this research was conducted in all vocational high school in Jabodetabek. The reason for choosing this research location is because the researchers want to analyze whether the factor of self-control, parental socialization, financial literacy, and financial attitude can affect the saving behavior of vocational school students who sometimes behave consumptive and the level of financial literacy is still low. And then research approach. This research uses a quantitative approach because it refers to the calculation of research data analysis in the form of number. Quantitative research aims to show the relation between variables, test theories, and look for generalization that have predict value. And then methods of collecting data use questionnaire distribution, online and print. Next. Population. The population used in this research is vocational high school student in Jabodetabek, both private school student and public school student. And then sample, the sample in this research is vocational high school student class 10, 11, and 12 with a minimum age criteria of 15 years until 18 years who had saved. The sampling technique used in this research is purposive sampling. Researchers use purposive sampling technique due to the consideration of certain characteristics of respondents who will fill out the questionnaire. And then the respondent in this research are 200 respondents. Data collection technique. Data collection technique in this research used primary data derived from direct data source. This data was obtained through the first source from the result of filling out questionnaire distributed to respondent. The data collection instrument used in this research using a questionnaire. The questionnaire was given to vocational high school students in Jabodetabek as respondent to obtain data on the effect of self-control, parental socialization, financial literacy, and financial attitude on saving behavior in vocational high school students. The measurement scale used in this research questionnaire is the Likert type scale. The scale used by researchers in this research contains value by describing 6 criteria from strongly agree with a score 6, agree with a score 5, slightly agree with a score 4, slightly disagree with a score 3, disagree with a score 2, and strongly disagree with a score 1. Data analysis technique. The purpose of the data analysis technique used in this research is to interpret and then draw conclusion based on the data that has been collected. The data analysis technique used in this research are as follows. By first, validity test. Testing the validity in this research using SPSS with the EVA, or exploratory factor analysis method. The validity of the variables is said to be valid if the relationship between the indicators has a high correlation. If the factor loading value is more than 0.40, then the data can be declared valid. The value of 0.40 was taken based on a sample of 200 respondents from Hare et al. 2019. Second, reliability test. The reliability test in this research aim to consider the reliability of the data measurement. This reliability test use SPSS software with Cronbach's alpha approach. Based on Hare et al. 2019, reliability testing with a minimum value limit of 0.6 is said to be not good for testing. Testing data can be accepted if the test results are at least 0.7. Therefore, the study used the limit of Cronbach's alpha value of 0.7. Third, hypothesis testing. Hypothesis testing in this research used the sum of or structural equation modeling method. This hypothesis test was carried out after testing the validity and reliability tests. The hypothesis test used in this research used the t-test or partial. The t-test was used to determine whether its independent variable had a significant or no effect on the dependent variable. And the last, for model feasibility test. The feasibility test of the model in this research was carried out using AMOS software. In the feasibility test of this model, a conformity test will be carried out using the goodness of fit criteria assessment, namely chi-square, significance probability, RMC, GFI, AGFI, C-mean or DF, DLI, and CFI. So that's my research proposal presentation. Thank you for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.